It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this carries into the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
2nd and 1 at their 48-yard line.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 52 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll set up to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
The 41-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Back to throw here. And this one's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
5-yard line.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson being chased out left. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
On the keeper, Shaquem Griffin there on the tackle.
These two teams all tied after one.
First quarter with the score tied 7-7.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
First down, Ravens.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back in.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on me.
I was.
It sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. A beautiful fake. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. For Baltimore. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson. And this throw will be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
2nd and 9 now. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
36-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Intercepted. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. There, this is picked up by the Browns. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Taken down and sacked. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Browns.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's now 2nd and
10.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
7-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
The kickoff for Baltimore.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On play action, they'll throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check.
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now back to throw. That is caught at the 7. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have moved out in front. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 37 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They run. Chubb. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones, because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
To try again after the sack. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
And it's third down.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You get the 4th down conversion, and then you look up and you see a flag.
I'm just holding my head in my hands right now because I know the head coach is doing exactly the same thing. It all went into getting it on 4th down, and that gets wiped out.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Buying time to his left. Looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. And Jackson throwing once more. And he will find his man on the outside.
Jackson's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the Browns.
Again, Jackson steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cleveland Farrell able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Wide open receiver complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the play. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Makes the score Browns 24, Ravens 17.
So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
6-man. Check cross.
And again, it's Chubb. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
2nd and 11.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. A give. This is Chubb. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Greedy Williams. Jackson's pass intercepted. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Browns.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.